Good morning, my name's Elaine and we're going to do a low-level circuit class today. We're going to start a warm-up, nice and gentle. You can do this sitting down or standing up. Okay, let's get going. If you're standing, nice gentle marching on the spot. If you're doing the routine seated, move the chair back a bit. You want to have a nice supportive chair. Try and sit on the front third if you can, without any support for your back. But if you do need support, obviously move back a bit. But you're just going to bring your heels up nice and gently off the floor. Now your warm-up is going to be 10 minutes. So you're going to have to go slow so that you can manage your 10 minutes. So if you go off too fast, you need to, just stop, get your breath back. Of course, you can stop anytime you need to. Make sure you don't do anything that hurts or feels uncomfortable. Okay, if you're standing up, take a step back, try and get your foot flat on the floor and then come forward. If you're seated, take your foot and try and put it flat on the floor. So you are likely to need to go at a bit of an angle for this, as long as that feels okay on your hips. If not, just go forward. And again, nice and slow and steady. And then take it back to your marching. So you're just bringing your heels up. Don't put too much movement with your arms to begin with. Okay. If you're sitting down, tap the floor in front of you with your heels, so your toes pointing up to the ceiling and then back in. And keep changing legs. And if you're standing, you're doing the same. Make sure that you bend your supporting knee on your supporting leg, I should say. Make sure you've got some water handy today because it is a very warm day. Good. Okay, take that back to your marching. If you're standing, put your hands behind and then try and flick your heels up towards your hands. Of course, if you need something for support, hold on to something for support and just try and bring your heels up. Now, if you're sitting down, we're going to go for a toe tap. Try and get your big toe, the side of your big toe onto the floor. So again, a little bit of an angle. Just do a couple more. And then take it back to your marching. Next one's the same, whether you're sitting down, standing up, you want your hands out in front of you and you're going to bring your knees up to your hands. Again, make sure that you're sitting nice and upright if you are seated. If you're standing, try not to lean in. Keep your tummy in nice and tight. It's a good one to strengthen your stomach muscles. Again, don't go too fast. Good. Okay, carry on marching. And we're going to start to warm up your arms and shoulders. Any issues with your shoulders, or if you haven't got that range of movements, then go very, very easy. You don't do any fast, sharp movements. You want to keep everything nice and soft and gentle. I'm just going to do some punches forwards. So you're just punching straight out in front of you. You can punch down if that feels a bit more better on your shoulders. Okay, just relax your arms. Keep your feet moving. And we think we're about just coming up to halfway through your warm-up. So You should be feeling a little bit warmer, but you don't want to be feeling tired out. If you are, you're going off way too fast. You've got to learn how to pace yourself. Now, if you are able to, take your punches straight up above your head. If not, keep going forward, or you can keep going down. Try and keep that little bit of movement going with your feet. And again, no harsh movements. You don't want to jar your shoulders. Good. Relax your arms. And then we're just going to loosen up your shoulders. So we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So bring your shoulders up to your ears, roll them forward and then down. Again, nice and gentle. You don't want to feel pain or discomfort in your shoulders while you're doing this. So if it hurts, miss it off. And relax your shoulders, back to your marching. Next, we're going to do the same thing, opposite direction. So you're going to bring your shoulders up to your ears, you're going to roll them back and release. All the time, you're keeping that footwork going. Good. Relax your shoulders, back to your marching. And then we are going to do some side steps. So you're going to take your feet out to the side, back in, out to the other side, and back in. Now you can, of course, do that sitting down as well. Just make sure that feels okay on your hips. Do a couple more. And then take it back to your marching. Right, we are going to go back to your heel digs. So you're tapping the floor with your heels, and we're going to put a punch in as well. So at the same time, punch forward. Exactly the same, sitting down. And then take it back to that little march. If you're seated and you're able to, take your punches up above your head or keep going forward and try a toe tap at the same time. So you've got to think about this one. You're going to tap the floor with the side of your big toe and you're going to punch straight up in the air or forwards. Now, if you are standing, we're going to go for our step back, foot flat on the floor, punch up to the ceiling, back to the front, and change. So take your time, think about what you're doing. Good. Back to your marching. Now we're going to bring both hands up just as high as you're able to. If you're restricted and you can't get your arms higher than your shoulders, then just go up to wherever you can and back down. If you can go all the way, then do so. So we'll keep going, just up as far as you feel comfy, back down. And we'll do one more. Good. Back to your marching. And then we're going to go for side steps again. We're going to speed these up a little bit this time if you're able to. Nearly done for the warm up. Good. Back to your marching. For the main session, you can use dumbbells if you've got them, bottles of water, tins of beans, anything like that, as long as they both weigh the same. And you can use resistance bands as well. I'll show you how to use those in a moment. But if you've got no equipment, that's fine, don't need anything. I'm going to give you easy versions, a little bit more advanced versions, with or without equipment, so you'll be able to follow along. Okay, good. Right, that's your warm-up done. Anytime you need to have any water, stop and have some water. And I'm going to get my stopwatch on. We are going to do it a little bit different than last week. We're going to do a 45-second workout with a 15-second in between. So if you are starting off, this is a nice little way to do it. You don't have to do a full minute, 45 seconds, a bit more manageable. If you have been doing it for a little while, those of you that are doing this all the time, you can go faster in that 45 seconds. Really step it up a gear. Right, we are going to start off with bicep curls. If you're using your dumbbells, you can have your elbows in, tight to your ribs, like so. And if you are using resistance bands, make sure you sat in the middle, equal amount both sides. Don't wrap it around your hand, because you are going to, if you do that, you're going to end up cutting off the blood supply. So just keep it in your palms and elbows in nice and tight. It's harder if you have a shorter grip. It's easier if you have a longer grip. Right, let's get going. 3, 2, 1. Go. Oh, hang on. I want to start. Giving you a, oh, here we go. Right, so we're off. Keep feet moving if you can. You're going to bring your hands up to your shoulders and down. Just want a little bit of movement with your heels. And if you're standing, same thing. Don't need any equipment. You can have an open palm if you wish. Just touch your shoulders and back down again. And you're over halfway. So remember, it's a 45-second workout, 15 seconds in between. And we are coming up to the last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good, okay. Put your equipment down if you're using it, and we're going to go for a side step. So you can either have a side step and leave it at that, or you can go for a side squat. Okay, and back to the center. 3, 2, 1, go. Seated, same. Side step. Your side squat, your bum goes out of the back. Change legs, you don't want your knees coming too far forward, you have your feet about shoulder width apart. Good, keep going if you can, you're halfway. We are coming near to the end, last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. And we're going to go for shoulders. Side raises. No higher than the shoulders. Back down to your side. You can do, well, do both arms together. Unless you can't get up too high with one, and then you do one arm at a time. Okay, go. And of course, you can use your resistance bands if you're sitting down, or just do the action with your arms. Any issues with your shoulders? Maybe, well, don't use the weights and just try and see if you can do the movement with your arms instead. Don't force it though. If one can go there and one can only go there, just leave it at that. Don't try and push it up, you're going to hurt yourself. You're well over halfway. Three, 2, 1. Good. Okay, we're going to go for high knees. So you're going to have your hands out in front of you. You're going to bring your knees up without leaning in. Keep a nice tight tummy. It does your stomach muscles the world of good. Okay, go. If you're seated, you're doing exactly the same. Bringing your knees up, nice and upright. You're still on that front third of your seat if you're able to, without any back support. Good sturdy chair is what you want, like a kitchen chair, not an armchair. This is a hard one, but you are halfway through already. So keep going if you can, but if you do need to slow down a bit, take it into a little march. Good. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to go for punches next. So you can use your dumbbells if you want to, or you can do a little bit of shadow boxing yourself, or you can use these bands. These are good. Have them up nice and high under your armpits. 3, 2, 1, go. So you're punching forwards. Don't lean into it. Just go, don't overreach. You just want to go as far as your arms are long. If you're doing it without your equipment, again, don't overreach. Keep yourself nice and upright. And imagine pulling your belly button into your spine. But don't hold your breath. So if you concentrate on pulling your tummy in, you're going to work all your stomach muscles and your back. You're well over halfway. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, if you have a chair, we're going to do a sit to stand. So feet shoulder width apart, toes out so you can see them, push up through your heels, bum out of the back, touch your seat, back up again. Okay, and go. You're sitting down, try a leg extension, and then a heel dig. Mix between them two. If you have no seat, stand and squat. Again, bum out of the back, push up through your heels. Think about your technique on this. The seat is perfect for this exercise. Just make sure that you don't move too far forward and miss your seat. Well over halfway. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. We are going to go for front raises. Back to your shoulders. So you're going to come up to the front like that. If you're using heavy weights, go one at a time. You can go both together though if you wish. Go. Exactly the same if you're sitting down. You can use those resistance bands for this one as well. Keep that movement going with your feet. If you have angina, high blood pressure, anything like that, your muscles in your legs are going to help the blood return back up to your heart. So it's really important to keep your feet moving. You don't have to move them really fast, just keep them moving a little bit, even if you're sitting down. You're over halfway. Of course, if you're getting tired, put your weights down. 3, 2, 1. Good. Right, we are going to do a rear lunge. You can take a step back, or you can take it into your lunge. So you take a step back, drop your knees straight to the floor, to the start, okay, and go. Now, if you're sitting down, we're going to do heel raises, and then toe raises. So you mix between them two. All technique again. Either leave it on that step back, or big step back, drop your knee. Don't let that one come too far forward. Push up through your heel, change legs. You're halfway. You might need to hold on to something for support. The back of a chair or worktop or something. But it is all technique on this one. It's a good one to do, but you need to practice. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, we're going to do a chest press. Hands by your chest, push out, and then pull back in. If you're not doing any weights, concentrate on pulling your shoulder blades back. 3, 2, 1, go. You can use your dumbbells, all these resistance bands again, keeping yourself upright, not leaning in. no weights, pull your shoulders back with your elbows. So you pull your elbows back, shoulder blades back, push forward. Don't overdo it though, of course, if you've any shoulder issues, any surgery there, you need to be gentle. I feel like I'm working harder in 45 seconds than in the minute. I'm going to be tired after this. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, we're going to go back for legs. So we are going to do a side lunge. So you step out to the side. You can either leave it at that and come back in, or out, lunge. Okay? Go. Sitting down, we're doing leg extensions. And toe taps. Technique again. Step out to the side, bend your outside leg, your bum goes out at the back to the centre, and change legs. Now you need to imagine that your weight is on your heel, on your outside leg. You push up through your heel, that's what contracts these muscles. You are well over halfway. So again, slow it down, think of your technique. You don't want to hurt your knees. 3, 2, 1. Good, okay. We are going to go for an upright row. So you can either have 2 dumbbells together like so, or you can bend over and do a bent over row, okay, and go. Exactly the same if you're sitting down. If you have no weights, you can imagine pulling your shoulder blades back and down. This is all good for your posture muscles, but just make sure it doesn't hurt the back of your neck or your shoulders. You're well over halfway. That one is your upright row. This is your bent over row. So whichever feels most comfortable for you, with or without your weights. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, we're going to go back for side step and keep it there, or bring your arm up, or go right over your head. 3 options, okay? Go. Exactly the same, sitting down. Either leave it on legs or bring an arm up. If you're able to, go right over the top. When you do this and you keep your stomach tight, it does not work your waist. So it's a really good one to do. Now you're coming up to halfway. We're going to have a quick breather after this one, and then we'll get going again. Because I need it. Right, last few seconds coming up. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, we're just going to pause there for a second. Have some water if you need some water. If you're nice and warm, maybe keep marching a little bit on the spot, just so you don't get cold. If your heart's beating quite fast and you're exercising and you just stop, it's not very healthy. So ideally, just keep a little bit of movement going while you're having a sip of water. It doesn't have to be much, just a little bit. So we are going to get going again in a moment. We're going to stay on them 45 seconds. So it's up to you how fast you go in that 45 seconds. I usually do these as a minute and a 15-second in between, but I'm feeling, because I'm going faster in 45 seconds, I'm feeling like I'm getting a bit more of a workout. So up to you. If you want an easier workout, really rein yourself in. Don't try and keep up with me, just go at your own pace. Or maybe you might be able to go faster than me, maybe it's just me. Okay, right, we're going to get going again. We're going back for bicep curls, I think we shall start up with again. So you can either have your palms facing forward, or you can have your palms facing the side of your body. They're hammer curls, slightly different than the other version. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So palms are facing forward. I'm going to change them halfway and do the hammer curls. Keep your elbows in tight, tummy in tighter if you can. Keep that movement going with your feet. Now you're on halfway. So palms facing my body, and I'm doing hammer curls. Three, 2, 1. Good. Put your weights down if you're using them. We're going to do a sit to stand. Feet shoulder width apart so you can see your toes. Push up through your heels and then your bum out at the back. Touch your seat, back up again. Go. If you're sitting down, heel raises and toe raises. Bring your toes up, keep heels on the floor and then change it. Heels up, keep toes on the floor. You can do a standing squat if you haven't got your seat, but you need to make sure you're thinking about your technique. Good technique for this one. Halfway through, you can hold your weights as well, of course. If you want to make it harder, you can have a weight in each hand. You get these muscles strong, helps support your body weight, so it's not all going through your knees. So it does help alleviate knee pain. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Right, if you have a dumbbell, grab hold of one of them. You're going to make a circle, and then you go back the other way. If you don't have a dumbbell, do it with your fingertips. 3, 2, 1, go. So your fingers together, make that circle, back the other way. This does a bit of your shoulders, a bit of your waist, if you keep your tummy nice and tight. Just make sure you change direction. Otherwise, you'll be strong on one side, then you will on the other. Halfway. If you're getting tired, put your dumbbell down, try and carry on without it. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. If you're using equipment, put it down and we're going to go back for our high knees. Hands out in front. You're going to bring your knees up to your hands without leaning in and keeping your tummy nice and tight. 3, 2, 1, go. Of course, sitting down, you're exactly the same. It's just as hard sitting down as standing up, but you're halfway through. Three, 2, 1. Good. And we're going to take it straight into your punches. So you're going to punch forward without jarring your shoulders, nice and soft, keeping that movement going with your feet, with or without weights, or your bands, whatever you like. 3, 2, 1, go. So you're punching straight forward. If you're using your bands high up again under your armpits, these are good, these bands, to do your routine with. Good. You're over halfway. Got one more exercise to do, and then we are going to do a cool down. Three, 2, 1. Good. I'm going to go for side squats. So if you're standing, you can either have it as a step out or as a side step, squat, back to the centre, squat. 3, 2, 1, go. Sitting down, leg extension, toe tap, and a heel dig. So you mix between them three. So toe taps, heel digs, and your leg extension. You are thinking about your technique. Your bum goes out the back. You're over halfway. For about 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. Right. We are going to have a bit of a cool down now. So keep moving your feet. I'm going to get my timer up. Okay. Have water if you need water. Keep your feet moving. Okay, right, well done if you kept up with that. Sometimes it's better, well it is better to mix things up. So if you're always doing a minute of your exercise, mix it up 45 seconds and go faster. Right, our cool down now, we need to get our breath back while you're still moving your feet. So to do that, we need to slow things down a little bit. So don't go too fast. Now if you're standing up, bring your knees up to your hands. Of course, same if you're sitting down. Good. Standing, hands behind, bring your heels up to your hands. If you're seated, we're going to do our heel digs. You're tapping out to the side or straight in front of you if that feels more comfortable. And take it back to your marching, your slow pace marching. If you're sitting down, we're going to go for toe taps. Side of your big toe if you can. Try and twist that over a little bit. Step back, foot flat on the floor, to the centre. Change legs. So nice big step back. One more. Back to your marching. Standing up, you're going for heel digs. Not too fast. If you're going fast, rein yourself in, slow down. I'm going to go for heel digs as well, sitting down. Good. Take it back to your marching. Now hopefully you'll get your breath back a little bit. If not, slow down. It's hard learning how to pace yourself. And do some gentle punches straight out in front of you. Keep that little bit of movement going with your feet. And then just relax your hands, keep your feet moving. And if you're able to, take your punches up above your head. So you're going to punch straight up, more of a reach really than a punch. So you want to get up as high as you can. But again, don't force it. If you haven't got that movement in your shoulder, then just do your punches forwards. Otherwise you're going to make a waves. You can try, but you don't have to, force it past where it wants to go. You know your limits. And relax your arms. Shoulder rolls, loosen off your shoulders. So you're going to bring your shoulders round up to your ears, roll them forward and down. And just relax your shoulders. And then we'll do some shoulder rolls backwards. So up to your ears, roll them back and down. Good, relax your shoulders. Keep moving your feet. And both hands just up as high as you're able to, and then slow it down on the way back. So go slowly down. Rest your arms and your hands at your legs. Keep that movement going with your feet. And we'll do that one again. So you're going to come as high up as you're able to, comfortably, slowly down. Relax your hands at your feet, not at your feet. You have to have long arms for that. At your legs. Last one. All the way up and slowly down. Good. Perfect. We're going to have a stretch to loosen you off. We're going to do our legs first. If you're standing up, you can take a step forward, bend your front knee and keep your back foot flat on the floor. You want to feel a stretch here on your hip flexor and on your calf, all on that back leg. If you were seated and you want to try this standing up, if you're able to, you can hold on to the chair for support and you can lean in like so. And then we're going to change legs. So your opposite foot comes forward. You bend your knee, but don't bend your knee so much that it comes in front of your toe. Keep that back foot flat on the floor. If you're doing it without a chair and you feel wobbly, it might be because you think you're on your tightrope, so you need to have your feet further apart, and then you've got a sturdier base, and then you won't wobble. And of course, hold that if you need to. Right, another second or two. I can really feel that stretch in there. It's a good one to do. Okay, hamstring stretch. Again, you can support yourself with a chair if you want to do it standing. You're going to take a step back. Bend your back leg, hands on your bent knee. Toe pointing up to the ceiling. When you lean in, that straight leg, you get this stretch all down your hamstrings. You can do it sitting down. Works very well sitting down. Have one leg in, the other one out, hands on your bent knee, and again, lean from your chest towards your toes. And then change legs, so you can bring your other leg in, nice and tight to your chair if you're sitting down. Lean from your chest. If you're standing, you lean in again from your chest, and you feel it straight down. The more your toe points up, the more you'll get to the bottom of your calf. Good. And relax from that one. Chest stretch. Palms of your hands into the small of your back. You're going to bring your elbows back, but don't overstretch because you can stretch an injury in. So you just bring your elbows back so that you just feel that gentle stretch across your chest. Be very careful. Don't want to do a whole workout and then get an injury at the end. No, don't want to get any injuries. And relax on that one. And then your upper back, palms forward, sort of put your fingertips together, like that. And then as you push forward, just hunch your shoulders, bend your knees a little bit if you're standing up. Drop your chin onto your chest. Same thing if you're sitting down. You should feel it in the upper back. And then relax from there. Okay. Now, if you're able to, bring an arm across your chest. Just with your other hand, just gently pull it in a bit. So you like so. Should feel that stretch off the back of your shoulder. But again, be very careful. You can miss these out, don't have to do them. Relax your arms. Opposite hand, you're coming over. Just gently pull it in. Just keep that for a few more seconds. Right, relax that one. You've got two options for this one. Your first one is touching your shoulder with your fingertips. If that feels all right, you can lift it up a little bit with your hand. Your second option, you can come right up, over to the rear part of your shoulder there. If that feels all right, you can also do a little push back. It'll stretch off your tricep. And then relax that one. Same thing for the opposite side, if you're able to, comfortably. So you can either touch your shoulder and lift just gently. Or if you are flexible, you can come up. You can go over to your rear deltoid there, rear shoulder. You can even push it back if it feels all right, and you get that stretch down here. And relax that one. Have your feet about shoulder width apart, toes facing forwards. Bring your right hand up, so it's just level with your shoulder, if you're able to. If you're able to bring the other one up to match, do so, but you can go a little bit wonky if you need to. But then, make sure your palms are forwards, and give yourself a very big round of applause. Well done. So, yeah, there's a couple of people watching. So that is a hard workout if you make it. If you put the effort in, you're going to do 45 seconds at a faster pace. So it's up to you how you do it. You can pace yourself when you're building up. If you can't do a full minute, 45 seconds, nice and slow is better. But if you're always doing a minute exercise, you change it up and your body will know what to hit it and it'll make you fitter. Right, so I think next week it is Steph. So we shall do it all again then, and I'm sure she'll work you a little bit differently. Right, have a lovely day and well done.